heart was broken. Sorrow, 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 sorrow. My heart was broken. My heart was broken. You saw it, you claimed it, you touched it, you saved it. My tears are drying. My tears are drying. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My tears are drying. My tears are drying. Your beauty and kindness made tears clear my blindness. While I'm worth my room on this earth, I will be with you. While the chief puts sunshine on me, I'll thank him for his work in your birth and my birth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My heart was broken. My heart was broken. Sorrow, 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 sorrow. My heart was broken. My heart was broken. You saw it, you claimed it, you touched it, you saved it. While I'm worth my room on this earth, I will be with you. While the chief puts sunshine on me, I'll thank him for his work in your birth and my birth. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Here's a pretty cool little structure. Or not that little. Did Sasquatch make it? I don't know. But very possibly. But look at this. That doesn't look like people made that. It's right in front of this. So, you know, honestly, I say that I don't know who made it because, honestly, you know, it could be either. The only thing I know for sure is that both people and Sasquatch make them. That's undeniable to me. But, yeah. I've always said structures are inexact science. You just never know. Just never know. I was just here just over a week ago for the gathering, and oh my God, it was fun. What a beautiful time. Absolute blessing to be here. Well, I see that there's an enclosure here. I see the glyph that was left for us, the greeting glyph. It's all completely gone. Now, there's been people in here since we've been here. Matter of fact, this is probably the first day that no one's been in here. So someone could have disturbed that, I suppose. But at the same token, when it's a personal message, very, very often it'll be on. Once you see it, you acknowledge it, the message is received, they will remove it. So that happens a lot. Anyway, wow, what a nice day here. Gorgeous. Stick around for a while. All right, well, I'm back looking at this little cliff again. And, yeah, just looking at it from the top here. Very cool. There's two little sticks stuck in here. And there's one little Y stick that's stuck in front. I talked about, and look, here's another one right here. I'll pull it out because it's supporting something. So there's two there. Isn't that interesting? You know, those Y sticks, to me, they don't serve anything functionally. I think they just represent man Sasquatch connected. I think it's just the message in the stick and the message in the glyph there, the Y. Myself. And because of the Y sticks, that makes me even more compelled to think that it was in fact our friends that made that. And look how perfect. That's a beautiful little thing. Just a beautiful little thing. So, you know, with the Y sticks there, what it represents, and considering we found it when the event was on or whatever, I really do believe that, without question, that was for us and signifying the gathering. So, very cool. So there's two Y sticks and not one. Two little Y sticks down there. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, I was drawn here today. I felt the pull to come here, and I can see why now. There's a bunch of new stuff here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Very cool. And I see over here there's something else. The heck, eh? I've seen stuff like this before. Huh. How deep is this in the ground? Okay, it's not even in the ground, it's just leaned up against it. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Actually really interesting. Look at that. It's kind of the same thing as that little one over there, the one we just looked at, except a much bigger version. Interesting. Oh, check this out. Yeah, look at how these things are all tied together. Now, once again, I've had my answers with them in string before, so I know they use it. So that doesn't really throw me off much. But there's the string again. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing as the other one, except on a bigger scale. Yeah, here we go again. This doesn't look like much, but this piece here is just stuck in there. Leaned up against it. This piece over here, just stuck in there. Pretty rudimentary one, but sometimes the rudimentary ones are more compelling. Anyway, that's cool. This is all new since last time I've been here, and it's been a while, I admit, but this place often has new stuff though. Well, I'm headed to the to an old structure. It's been here for God, maybe as much as a year now. But look what I found by it. It was all new too. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna look even better on the other side. There's the old one. We looked at that many a time. That's still holding up pretty good. Starting to fall apart a bit, but oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. And I mentioned before that, you know, I found little places where the Sasquatch, probably the youth, I'm thinking, will leave little piles of supplies like sticks, almost like pickup sticks. And that's what you see here. I wonder if they're going to use them. Come back and use them maybe. I'll have to check this out. But all right. Pretty darn cool. Oh yeah. Typical. There's a Y stick there. You can see. Isn't this neat? Incredibly cool. Incredibly cool. Yeah, very compelling indeed. Very compelling indeed. And I see something else I like over here. I'm going to start looking for some tracks maybe. One thing I don't pay much attention to. Usually other people point them out to me. And they're not that uncommon. I'm not really about the evidence, as you can see. I love finding their stuff. I'm about the connection and the spiritual connection kind of thing, as you know, but I love finding their stuff, and I think it's kind of neat. I do it because it's fun, not because I'm trying to prove anything. And because I like hanging out with the guys. But look at this. This is compelling. Just a little stick stuck in the ground right by that latest little structure here. And that kind of stuff I find compelling because I don't see people doing that so much. Now, I could see them doing it maybe, but not as often as I see it. I see that all the time. And it's generally around Sasquatch areas and whatever, so I think it's fairly safe to say that they do that a lot. And that's a pretty good sign of the architect of this little baby. So very cool. I love this. I love this. So I'm going to try to keep an eye out for tracks, but just because it's good collaborative evidence of the architects of these, and there's that structure again. But yeah. Anyway, so not that hard to find. Now here's something else. Doesn't look like much, but I find it compelling. Just that stick leaned up there. Yeah, it's right in front of this one and the old one. But yeah, these kind of things I find really, really compelling. Now, you know, I know I'm being redundant, extremely redundant, because I say this all the time, but I don't, or I won't make a definitive statement that a structure, especially, is made by Sasquatch. But, you know, when you find the Y sticks by it, and just different little things that you see all the time, and little clues, you know, like a little stick stuck in the ground, and little piles of sticks that make no sense that are incorporated into the structure. These kind of things lean heavily towards Sasquatch being the architects, but anyway, I will leave that to you guys to decide. And awesome. What a beautiful day. Fire bans lifted, yeah, a week after the camp out. Figures. But anyway, actually, you know what? It was kind of good being around the propane fire pits. It really wasn't, we weren't really suffering too much. And I mean, the energy and the people and the atmosphere and the interaction was off the charts. So, you know, we can go without a fire once in a while. Anyway, really, really loved what I found there today. And like I said, I went to the enclosure, look around, check on some things, and didn't see much going on there, other than our glyph was gone, but somebody could have just kicked it, I suppose. But I had an inkling. I just had that energy, that pull to come here. And I certainly wasn't disappointed. Found all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah, and very, very cool. Very cool indeed. So, I will say that, you know, when you're engaged in, oh geez, a gigantic fish clef. Wow. Oh my God, thank you so much. That's a big time love. My goodness. Look at that giant fish clef. That's a huge message for Susan and I. We are connected at the hip. So anyway, I was going to say, you know, we want to use discernment in this pursuit. We can't just jump to conclusions that everything is made by Sasquatch and such. Hello, Mr. Raven. Thank you for the confirmation. I'm not sure if that was a confirmation that time, but they often do. But anyway, it's always good to use discernment. But I have also found when you have trust and you you accept things without questioning too much, whether they made something or not. When you have trust in what you're finding and the relationship between the two of you, then they will give you more. They will give you more when you open to it and when you trust. And trust in what you're finding and be confident in that knowing that what a lot of the stuff is Sasquatch. So when you have trust in what they're showing you and accept it for what it is, basically they will give you more. So, without being stupid, you have to use some discernment, but they really do, give you more when you show trust and when you pay attention, and that when they're communicating with you, you recognize it as them. That's when they're going to give you more of the same.